Welcome back to the My Pro Golfer channel. Today we are going back into the archives of what to do when you're totally lost with your golf game. Hey, thanks for watching today's episode. Here at My Pro Golfer, you know we like to keep things simple. And today, I've got a special gift for you to help you never miss a 5-foot putt again. Click the link below and download today. All right, so you want to remember that there's always a baseline for how you swing a golf club. And so the ball should tell us exactly what's going on with our golf game. And so when the ball is not doing in the air what you want it to do, you need to be able to say to yourself, all right, how do I get back to where my ball needs to be? And the number one issue for the tour players, and I'm assuming you, is alignment. So you'll notice in my golf bag right here, and this is my personal bag, that I've got 2 alignment aids. Most of the time when I'm with a student here and I come up to the range, they're not hitting balls with an alignment rod. However, they should just about every time hit balls with an alignment rod. And what you want to do, and the easiest way I've seen to get good at it, is take the first rod, pick your target out, and put that in front of your golf ball. So we're going to get a golf ball here, drop that sucker down, and then pick a target from there. So we're going to go at that tower there that's blinking in the distance. I'm going to get my rod, aim it at that tower, and then put the alignment rod down. And that's going to start my ball on the target line that I want. Now, we've got to make sure that we are parallel to that target line with our feet, because the feet and the body dictate how the club face is going to go through impact based on your swing path and plane. And those are things that we will work on down the road, but they're not essential in the moment. In the moment, we're just trying to get ourselves lined up. And what you want to find out, first things first, is when you get over the golf ball, when you know it's aligned, face is at the target line, my feet are square to the target line. As soon as I get over the ball in my posture and I look down the target line, does that look the same way that it looked on the golf course? Most of the time, for me personally, I'll put the club down there, I'll get myself set up. I'll feel way left of my target line because my miss is a pull or a hook. And so I know that I start to aim my shoulder too far left or my feet too far left, and I'll start compensating. Instead of hitting it, actually, you would think, wow, he's probably gonna hit it right. That's not what happens. You swing right and you say to yourself, well, I need to bring that ball back, and everything shuts, and now you're getting this huge hook, and you're like, why am I doing that? And it all is developed by how you set up. So first things first, when you're struggling, you've lost your game, get alignment rods down, get yourself set to that target line, get a visual for what the squareness of the setup looks like, and then make your golf swing. Wow, that came out so much better with just a tick of cut. Hey, just give me 15 seconds of your time. I want to highlight these True Linkswear golf pants. They're one of our partners on our website, and they have great materials and different options from shoes to pants to shorts to shirts to hats to head covers. They're all about enjoying the walk. I want you to go to their link, and today we just launched the new 20% off right here on our website that you can use to get 20% off of anything that they have on their website. So go to that link, check them out. I've been in these pants this morning and I wore their shorts yesterday. Just phenomenal product, check it out. All right, so now we're back on the range. We got our glove on, we're really ready to hit some shots. And what we wanna watch, now that we know our alignment is correct, is ball flight. So the ball will tell us exactly what the golf swing did. So I hit that nice high little cut right down the target line, and I was struggling with hitting big hooks and draws, sometimes pulls. So I want to look at the divot. What did my divot do? Is it too heel deep? Is it too toe deep? Where's the path of it coming? And then what's the curvature of the ball? And that is an essential piece of understanding what's going on in the mechanisms of your golf swing. So divot patterns are really, really important to pay attention to. Based on these lines, we've got a really good knowledge of what's happening. So if you want, starting to get into swing path and things like that, I do that before I do grip because I want you to see the path so that the ball starts where you think it's starting. And then you can see the actual path in the ground. So put a second or third rod down on your path line so that when you start working on things, you can see where your club is going. So most tour players swing on the golf ball line for somewhere between 12 and 24 inches. You see how long that club stays there? You just have to be below the equator of the golf ball to hit the shot. If you're an inside out player, you have very little area to strike the ball. One of my top students really struggles with this. The club comes behind him and then he flips. Feels great, feels fun. It's a habit. So he has to see the sensation. So sometimes we'll put a bucket right here so that he makes sure he gets the club over and down the line. And then we try to really finish the shot so that the ball spins from left to right and he knows he's not too far inside and flippy. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's real hard under pressure to make that work consistently. You want to feel that club come down the path line. So getting an eye on the ball, what is the ball doing? And then getting an eye on the divot is the next piece of information you're going to want when your game is an absolute wreck. So let's say your game is struggling and you're trying to find something and maybe you're watching some tour players play golf and see what they do. They are the best to watch what they do and try to copy those things. However, just like I talked about last week in our YouTube video and why YouTube is killing your game, it's the same scenario. So the scenario is, if you're copying a tour player and you don't do anything like that, or your body isn't built that way, or the functional movement patterns of your system is anti what they do, because each tour player's got a system. They're trying to do something very specific. You have a system. If your system isn't working, you need to have that system changed. All right, and this is how you do it. You do it through less reps and more mind stuff, more feel, more real movement patterns to get the feel of what you want to do. So you'll see the Justin Roses of the world doing stuff like this, the Alex Norins doing that. There's all these little triggers that you can do to get yourself back to where your system is best. The key is, if you're an over-the-top slice player, don't do what Alex Norin is doing. Do more what Scotty Scheffler is doing. He's trying to get that club out and on top. So he'll put a reminder grip on, so it's a really good little tool. Get a club that you don't need to use, right? Like, don't put it on your regular play clubs, but also put it on something that's harder to hit. This is a DCI Titleist 25 years ago. The sweet spot's the size of my thumbnail. All right, it'd be a great tool to practice with, because if you can smoke this club, you can do everything. Now, I'll give you a reminder grip to take some of the variables out. That'd be a great thing to have in your bag. Lines are really important. And then functioning, understanding what pattern you're trying to emulate. So that's a ball flight conversation. How does the ball move in the air? So if you're a fade player and you're starting to hit hooks, you need to put something in the way. So we're gonna grab this bucket. You mind toss me that bucket real quick? Perfect. So you want to put something in the way. If you're a fade player and you're making draw swings, it means you're coming from here. It's really hard to draw the ball from this angle. So we want to have something in the way to adjust your swing motion. So you're here and here. Now you can start getting into a fade mechanism. And if you knock that over, you know you're inside and inside, which is the only way to really hit a huge hook you don't want to hit. So let's just look at that. Plan for it. I'm going to mimic what I want to do because I'm hitting too many hooks. I want to aim a little left and swing left, which is counterintuitive. I don't want to hook the ball left, so why would I swing left? That doesn't make any sense. But the golf swing is the exact opposite of what you think it should be. So focus on the ball and what it's doing, not on what you are feeling or thinking, because it's probably wrong. So trust the ball flight. It's not that that's super important. It's what you got to understand is whatever you just did, whatever the ball just did, you told it to do. So you're the CEO of your life. You have to make the changes in order for your next quarter to be successful if your last quarter was not. So make the changes, make them properly with the right tools, the right instruments. We're gonna feel it, trust it, and then confirm it by ball flight. Oh my gosh, I should talk like this more often when I'm playing golf on the golf course. That's how you get better at golf. Hey, just want to remind you to not forget on getting your free gift below on how to never miss a 5-foot putt. So I hope this was helpful today. Golf is a complex sport, but it's absolutely one of the simplest things that you can do out in recreation. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You don't have to worry about any other people. It is a fun game to get better at, and it's a pursuit that you can do all the way till you're 80 or 90. If you like this video, like it. If you like it, subscribe. If you need help with your game, comment below. I'll get to every comment each and every week. We'll see you next Thursday at 6 a.m.